Alright, time for round 2 game of this month's MSEM GP. Playing against Egg, who is on some sort of Esper enchantment control deck. Well, if there's any if there's any silver lining to this matchup, it's that their main engine is something that removes creatures, and I don't really run creatures in my deck. So and this hand is, yeah, it's pretty good. I'll keep this. So like their big centerpiece of their deck is the Long Road North, which is, you may put okay, so yeah, it's not forced. But basically, like, this card removes creatures really easily, but my deck doesn't really run creatures, so no, it can try to do creature beatdown with Coalesce, Recall Forgotten Aeons, and Long Road North will be annoying if like that ends up being the case, but hopefully it won't. Anyways, I always go Exhausted Harvest this next turn. My opponent is also on Cosmic Sinkhole, which could be annoying. If they do turn on Cosmic, then I need to jam Exhaustive Harvest into it, and which isn't ideal. But seems like they're running their own 1-drop out, which, like, if it's embodied, so I'm more than happy to counter it. If it's Exquisite Heist, I think I'll save Cosmic Sinkhole for later, because like in terms of cards, like, I also draw tons of cards, so we're not like actually in any rush to try to outdraw them. Anyways, Exhaustive Harvest, and then what? Do I care about life in this matchup? Not really. I can harvest out. I do want to get basic eventually, so that I can turn off Crystal Caverns, and I do need extra green, like extra blue somewhere. I think it is like, okay, so I need extra blue because next turn I might want to go recall into Cosmic Sinkhole, or recall holding up Cosmic. So search plus land. I don't think I really want. I mean, I could put down Mysterious Carac, but I'd rather just yeah, I'd rather just get all my colors now. I'll worry about like fetching my off color Dominion for burning up later on. And actually, this can fetch island, and that does work out mana wise or color wise too, because it sets up double. It gets me triple blue, double. I have double red already, so I just need one more red source before I'm really happy with my colors. And bodied, so okay. So they could be holding up Cosmic right now, but I can just, okay, so now I should be, I mean, this could fetch Mountain. Yeah, I'd rather fetch Island, right? Yeah, I'd rather fetch Island right now. And maybe this thing ends up fetching me my off color thing. Anyways, jam Recall Forgotten Aeons. They can't Cosmic this, so it will always resolve. Verdant Sanctuary for next turn. Actually, do I want to play this untapped? Like, I'm actually yeah, I'm fine playing this untapped. Like, worst case scenario, I'll crack this and then do Portal Fracture or Drain's Rage. In that case, like, maybe I should have tried to gain life off Exhaustive Harvest, because I could have Exhaustive Harvested, grabbed an untap land, put down Mysterious Carac from hand, and then that lets me shuffle before I draw for the next turn, which gets rid of the fatigue. Huh, they're just passing. So what are they? They're holding anti-magic formula. At least that's probably what they're holding right now. I think I should just use this opportunity to fetch my off-color Dominion, because might as well. Alright, so I need more. I could jam Recall Forgotten Aeon, stay anti-magic me, I Portal Fracture back, or I can Cosmic Sinkhole back. I mean, that does seem like a pretty good exchange for me. Alternatively, I try to get out a Verdant Sanctuary before I try to do more RFEs. I don't think that gets me anywhere. Like, maybe, like, this has the upside that I just draw into stuff, and then, I mean, Verdant Sanctuary has the upside of I get to take a turn off, and then possibly hold up stuff. No, that doesn't actually work out at all. Alright, I'll just jam RFE number 2. Do they have main deck Grave Hate? No, they don't really have main deck Grave Hate, right? Yeah, they don't. Okay, cool. So I'm pretty free to just, okay, there we go. I even got the land I needed. So do I play this untapped or tapped? Life sort of matters, but not enough for me to play this tapped. Yeah, I'll just play this untapped. I can actually just, I can burn up the Embodied Soul. Like, I'm fine wasting my first burning up on the Embodied Soul. Do I want to get out Verdant Sanctuary? Not yet. Okay, they just do absolutely nothing that turn. Yeah, that's fine. But like, if I can just keep burning up, like, if I can burning up their Embodied Soul, that'd be pretty nice. Done Wisp Vents. Okay, that's fine. That's actually kind of annoying for me because they can just keep gaining life, which then lets them put themselves out of range of certain stuff. Or they could just pass. That's also kind of annoying for me because, yeah, if that's the game I'm playing, I actually end up losing in exchange. Also, okay, so this thing should fetch non-forests because I have Exhaustive Harvest, and Exhaustive Harvest grabs... Okay, this has to fetch a forest though, unless I want to fetch a basic. I mean, I could fetch Basic Mountain here, so that the forests stay in my deck. Yeah, I can wait on that. Like, I don't have to fetch right away. Maybe I draw Exhaustive Harvest and I want to use it, and that... Or I draw Wayfarer Shrine. Well, I mean, I have enough mana right now where I can just run out of Verdant Sanctuary, and if they want to fight over it, then I'm more than happy, because that means Verdant Sanctuary ends up eating a counter spell. Because otherwise, like, it's not really doing much. Yeah. And I think I should be playing out... Yeah, I want to play out more red stuff here. It's either red or blue, but yeah, I have enough blue right now, so I should just be playing out red from Verdant Sanctuary first. And that lets me have enough mana to burning up with 2 counter spells as backup. Yeah. Alright. And they finally get to draw 3 cards, but I don't care that much about them drawing cards right now because I'm very far ahead mana-wise, and I think the way I end up winning this game is to resolve RFE and then with enough mana to counter any counter spells they have for my RFEs. Yeah, but like, so similar to last game where, okay, another one of those, that's fine. Are they going on offense with Embodied Soul anytime soon? Can they get that thing back from the graveyard? Not really, so like, okay, they're just going to pass again. Too bad I can't make use of all this extra mana. I mean, like, I could, is there anything no, there really isn't anything I could do here. I'll teach, okay, I mean, they only have 4 mana. I could start thinking about setting up my win con. How do they deal with Attention Hospitality anyways? Their only way of dealing with it is Waltz and Nimbus, which they do run 4 copies of, or so they can deal with it with this card, or they can deal with it with this card. Embrace. Did I not? Okay, I didn't copy the whole thing. But like, so they have 6 cards that can deal with it if I try to resolve it. They probably also have a counter spell. So like, if I try to resolve it now, the first one? So it was on the stack. They tried to counter it. I counter back. It resolves. Burning up face or something. I don't think it ever works out for me. I don't think it works out for me, or it's not good. I don't think it's positive for me to fight over this right now. I do have enough mana to. I have 9 plus 2. That's. I guess I do lose to like Anti-Magic Formula plus Cosmic Sinkhole. Or no, they actually have enough mana to. Okay, so they have 3 things out. That means Anti-Magic Formula is 2 mana right now. I really don't want this thing to. I really don't want my opponent to get value off this, so like if I want to fight over it, I don't actually have the mana to fight over it. If I do Recall Forgotten Aeons, yeah, that's kind of bad. I could just keep waiting, but I mean, I could just try to like jam the first RFE into their Anti-Magic Formula, but they're drawing a bunch of cards again too, so like they're just not doing anything. That's a problem. If I had access to Lose Your Mind right now, this would be a lot easier for me because I can do instant speed card draw, but right now I can't do that, so well, I mean, I always play out Island here. I want to get out my main colors before I try to, because I already have Majestic Dominion for my off colors. I mean, I could just pass here. It's not insane. Well, but then they get to Dawnless Vents, and that's really bad for me. Yeah, I can wait. I can probably wait a turn. They are going to end up turning Dawnless Vents though, so if that happens. That's actually kind of bad for me because, yeah, they also get to scry 1, so I'm getting value while I'm just doing absolutely nothing. But right now I am like preventing them from really doing much either. No, they get the Anti-Magic Formula with 3 mana up, and then that is enough to pay for a Cosmic. Yep, okay. Yeah, they're up to 6 mana now. I mean, like, technically, I have Exhaustive Harvest now. I can do 3 modes and then shuffle away the extra thing. No, now I can't even fight through an anti-magic formula. Actually, maybe if I get to enough... no, I'm not ramping hard enough for that to happen. Well, like, if we just keep waiting here, I will eventually draw into Lose Your Minds, and then Lose Your Minds can do end step card draw, and then I can, like, end step try to draw some cards, and then untap try to resolve my RFEs. I guess that's my out right now. And since I have Exhaustive Harvest anyways, like, I could play out my Exhaustive Harvest now, and then just, because why not? And then, I mean, I might want to save them for the hospitality turn. At the same time, like, I don't think there's really a good reason to do that. I mean, I could, yeah, I'll just, like, do all 3 modes right now. Because, like, I do get to shuffle away the thing anyways, so... what forest do I have left to fetch? I can grab Rampant Summit. Yeah, I do want to get enough, I do want to get more red sources, so I'll grab that one. Put this into hand. What do I put into play tapped? Yeah, I might as well put this into play tapped. Because, like, this is a guaranteed red source. I might want to discard the Wayfarer Shrine later on anyways. Did I play a land this turn for... Yeah, I did. Alright. I need to remember to fetch with Timber Range in a turn. And fetching a mountain with that, because I do not want to lose... I do not want to fetch out all my forests right now. Okay, they're finally doing something now. Or no, they're just going to Dawnless Fence again. They are like creeping out of... Yeah, they're starting to creep out of double burn-up range. Or double copied burn-up range, which is problematic for me, but hopefully it won't matter too much. Alright. They're going up to 7 mana now. I'm up to 11. I'm going up to 12 mana next turn. I mean, that's actually enough to RFE plus with 2 counter spells back up, which might be something. Okay, I need to remember to fetch now. Grab the mountain. Draw for turn, or draw for turn. Okay, there we go. That's my first Lose Your Mind. So, I'll play out my basic. My 12 lands now. I will do end of turn Lose Your Mind. Yeah, end of turn Lose Your Mind is what I should be doing here. I'll just let them keep gaining life here, which is still not good for me because I do win through a burst damage, but it's fine. I wonder if I can ever get to a spot where I can double hospitality. I mean, they have more counter magic than I do, which is problematic for me because yeah, and they have hard counters and I don't. So if they get to enough mana, I will eventually just have to deal with the fact that they can like just get stuff through me. But whatever, I'll do end of turn Lose Your Mind. Let's see what they do against that. They let it happen. That's more Lose Your Minds. I will pitch Wayfarer Shrine now. Yeah. They let it happen again. Okay, 2 Exhaustive Harvests. I can Lose Your Mind again. Do I want to do that? So like I untap with a million cards in hand and 13 mana to work with. I try to jam Hospitality. They try to counter it. I fight back with Cosmic for 5. Oh no, I should be waiting for that. I mean, I could just Lose Your Mind and then like what am I actually trying to dig for? Liminality maybe, or some way to protect my hospitality, but I don't have hard counters in this deck, so like none of the things actually work out for me. Okay, yeah, fine. I'll just pass here. Oh, Panya. Yeah, that's what I'm actually looking for. Okay, so like they don't really have how can they remove creatures at instant speed? Binding Stones. That's really their only way of doing that, and I have Portal Factor for that. So I think my plan here is to try to set up for a turn where I do a lot of things, I guess. So I always play out Mountain here because I need to start emptying my hand. I could just pass here and pitch 2 cards. I don't really need more Exhaustive Harvest right now. Or, I mean, I kind of do. I mean, I can't really shuffle though, so... Actually, I can play out both Exhaustive Harvests and then shuffle away one of them, and then I just accept that going to top deck of Fatigue next, because I don't really mind the Fatigue right now. Because it's discard fodder anyways. Yeah, I guess that's my plan. Or, I do all modes. Okay, I have 2 more islands, so... Future Exhaustive Harvests become completely useless, but that's fine. I can play out another Exhaustive Harvest, and this time, yeah, I'll just play out another Exhaustive Harvest just to like get cards out of my hand and do all modes again. I think because I still have like 1 more land play from Burn Sanctuary. Yeah, sure, I'll do all modes again. Also, at this point, my deck is small enough that maybe the fatigues actually end up getting drawn again, or the fatigues I play on the bottom end up getting drawn again. But whatever, that's fine. But yeah, that's a lot of math I'm working with right now. Is there a better way of stacking my lands? Maybe there is. I'm going up to 16 mana next turn. So that's Hospitality, Portal Factor, Cosmic Sinkhole. Panya, like if I end up turn Panya, they do have to fight through it. Like end up turn Panya, Hospitality. I only have 2 counter spells though, which is not enough to fight through stuff. Yeah, draw 3, that's fine. I can't wait for them to discard to hand size. Although maybe, like, at this point they kind of need to spam out some cards in order to not discard to hand size, so maybe this is a turn where they slightly tap out, and then that gives me a window to try to resolve stuff through counter spells. Waltz, yeah, that's fine. I guess they get rid of Burn Sanctuary. Oh, that's kind of annoying, because that does get rid of the land play for next turn. But I can just do end of turn Lose Your Minds to try to dig for another land. If I Plash and Panya, what can they... Then they're definitely going to try to snap off counter spells against it. If I Panya here, I can't actually Cosmic for that much, actually. Yeah, so I'll just start by doing Lose Your Mind again. Alright, that is my... I don't think that actually fetches anything at this point, so... I think that's getting pitched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Do this. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have any... I might have more... Do I have... I think I have an island left I can fetch with this, so this is a land drop. Okay, they pitch Binding Stones. So I should be playing this untapped. I should do this. I have no more Exhaustive Harvest, so there's no point in keeping this around. I will fetch now, get the island, just to make sure I know exactly how much mana I'm working with right now. So I have 16 mana to work with against my opponent's untapped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Okay, so I need these colors. Okay, so this is my Cosmic for 5. Cosmic for 5 will guarantee that my thing resolves. Here's my Artesian Hospitality. Here's my Panya, and here's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm 1 off doing everything I want to do, which is quite annoying for me to. So the thing is, like, they can't stop Hospitality mid. They can't answer Hospitality at instant speed, so if I just jam Hospitality first, they're going to use their counter spells. The problem is that, like, they could run out enough counter spells that they prevent me from being able to Hospitality again. I mean, I could just Panya first, Panya tail, and then see how they respond. Try to fight over that. I can probably win that fight. It doesn't cost as much mana. And then next turn I Hospitality, bring it back, or Hospitality burning up, Pellweaver burning up. That doesn't really push enough damage though. I mean, like, it gets them pretty low, and then I can Pellweaver back, and then they have to like untap and deal with everything. Alright, sure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because like island, yeah, green sources are the least valuable thing here right now. Okay, apparently they let this Panya tail resolve. Okay, well, now I need to fight over Hospitality. This is hard. I mean, I guess I can just jam an RFE right now because like there's not much downside to jamming RFE right now, right? Because I already got my Panya tail resolved, so just do this RFE or yeah, because that at least gets one big thing into play. So they're going to take at least one hit from one of these guys because Dawn with Spence also only fogs one guy. Okay, let's see if they let this resolve. I am out of fetches, right? Actually, once I get Hospitality down, the Portal Factor is also okay. Oh, well, I mean, at least I have things to discard to hand size now. Or I can also get Alexa out this turn, just ahead of time, so that. And then if they want to end up turn remove stuff, that's fine by me, because that's less mana going towards countering Hospitality. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they are going to counter Pellweaver though. Interesting. Okay, so that means I should be able to resolve Hospitality. And there's anti-magic formula. I will let this happen because there isn't much point in. I actually do need to answer Embodied Soul somehow. Is the Eldraine's Rage actually useful for answering Embodied Soul? It's too big for that to do anything right now. It might do stuff. Well, I already have more than enough card draw to lose your minds. I think I'm actually supposed to pitch the Fatigues because maybe they're going to do stuff end of turn. Binding Stones on something. Yeah, okay, sure, that's fine. On the Panya, interesting. Right? Oops. Tap, draw, Temur range, that's completely useless. Okay, so what's the plan here? I have one turn with Hospitality. I can draw a bunch of cards. If I draw 2 Burning Ups, I can just point 2 Burning Ups at face. Okay, so I need to point 3 Burning Ups. How do I get 3 Burning Ups right now? Do I even have enough red sources to do 3 Burning Ups? Let me actually stack my red sources. Okay, so I have 6 red sources right now. Green is the least useful color right now, so I don't have any more mountains left in my deck, right? So, this is all the red sources I get to work with this turn. I might be able to protect the Hospitality, but I can't rely on it. Okay, so I wonder if I should have waited. No, there wasn't any point in waiting. So at least end up using other stuff. Okay, well in that case, I actually don't want to tap the planes. No, it doesn't matter because Cosmic. Yeah, because Cosmic doesn't need to go for 5 anymore because they only have 2 more mana left. Alright, Hospitality number 1. If I lose your mind and draw into 2 Burning Ups, then I actually just do win here. And I can lose your mind twice and still, I can't. I could have actually Portal Factored the Binding Stone if I didn't tap out that turn. Yeah, they're thinking. I mean, this is definitely a game that requires a lot of thinking on both sides. They are going to try to anti-magic it, and I will. Okay, which counter do I use? Do I use Cosmic or do I use Portal Fracture? Well, Portal Fracture. Well, will Cosmic be useful again anytime soon? No, Portal Fracture will at least be able to hit something. So yeah, so like which counter spell do I use? I'll use Cosmic Synco because Portal Fracture is better copied. Yeah, sure, I'll go with that logic. Alright, so Hospitality has hit the board. Now I just need these loser mines to draw me into a bunch of burning ups. Or actually drawing into Alexa. No, Alexa uses up red. Liminality will actually be enough. Yeah, Liminality doesn't use up the colors, so like that's really, I want to draw into either burning up or Liminality. That's like the main cards I'm looking for right now. Okay. Actually, they're tapped out, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, 2 burning ups. Is it ever possible? Okay, I should just double check my deck to make sure that I'm like completely out of red sources. Let me check. Okay, so I have 1 Crystal Caverns, 1 Pristine Dominion, 2 Mountains, 1 Rampant Summit, and 1 of the mountains from my side. Yes, this is literally all of my red sources. I cannot get any more red sources. Right? It's impossible for me to get any more red sources now. Okay, so what can I do here? I could just do the double burning up now. Knock them down to 8 life. They get to recover with Embodied Soul though, which is quite annoying for me. And it's not something I can really prevent because I need to dip into red for Chaldrain's Rage too. I think I actually just have to lose her mind, but then what am I digging for if I lose her mind again? Liminality, I guess. I guess them countering Alexa did end up working out really well for them. Because if I had Alexa out right now, I could have just done triple burning up. So since I can't do just burning up, doesn't actually help me right now. I mean, I could just do double burning up and then pass the turn and then see how my opponent reacts. Like if they try to answer Hospitality, I double Portal Factor, which taps them down a bit. Yeah, I should just go for it. I also have Void Flares in the back, so like if that ever becomes relevant. Okay, so I can Portal Factor. I have enough for Portal Factor plus Lose Your Mind, which sets up for next turn. Have I fetched every single one of my basics? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. So these guys are useless, but I can use them as extra damage from Hospitality. Yeah. Yep, that happens, and then pass the turn. I mean, at least like Portal Factor forces my opponent to have multiple things. Oh right, they make the really big creature. So yeah, I guess the correct way to play that game was to not tap out for RFE. Instead, I should have just tapped 1 for Alexa. No, I can't Chaldrain's Rage anymore. Yeah, they're going to get whacked. They're going to gain a lot of life here. Can't do much about that. Yep, I just take here. Okay, take 19. So I need to double burning up again. Or I need to play 2 burning ups again now. But I get to lose your mind. So like, can they deal with Hospitality? That's the main question here. And by the way they've been playing so far, it doesn't seem like they can. All right, do they let me do a copy lose your mind? They let me have it. Okay. Okay, there's Liminality. Now I just have to draw into. They could also no, they can't answer Hospitality at instant speed anymore. So they just didn't have any answers for Hospitality. It seems like, or they're just extremely worried about stuff that I could be doing at instant speed. I mean, either ways, whatever it was, it does work out for me pretty well. So this might be the last turn of the game. So I could just like throw a bunch of lands at their face. Or do I have enough lands in my hand? I don't have any basics anymore, so Elysian Bounty doesn't help me here. Alexa can't get back lands though, so that. Okay, so Dawnless Bench, how much life can they gain from that? Although they have to like 8 divided by 3. Or I mean, 8 divided by 3, so they can activate it twice. So they're at virtual 16 life. That doesn't change any of the math. Alright, so yeah, I guess I should just go for it. No point. White does literally nothing right now, so yeah, burning up. They have a counter spell, so I have these two guys. Try to Pale Weaver first. If they counter it, then I try to Liminality. If they counter that, then Portal Factor back with do a copied Portal Factor. Okay, I think I should be able to resolve everything I want to resolve right now. Or wait, no, I should have been trying to get back to first burning up and just held. Well, no, if this resolves, I just throw some lands at their face and they die. They're going to anti-magic formula. Counter one of them. In response, I think I should be Portal Factoring it. At least like yeah, do Portal Factor to force them to tap out more mana right now, or have another counter spell. They just let it happen. Okay, do they have a second counter spell? Yeah, they do. They're just activating Dawnless Fence. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, they don't know how many lands I have in hand right now. And they're dead to 2 lands, or 2 Hospitality activations now, so that's pretty good for me. Okay, I should just do the activations now. Are they out of gas? They are. Okay, that was a very intense game 1. Or that was a very close game 1. Way too close for comfort. Anyways, post board, I get to bring these guys in. I get to take out Chaldrain's Rage. I get to take out Void Flare because those things are kind of useless in this matchup. What else do I take out? Do I take out Portal Factor? I mean, Portal Factor is mostly worse than Spell Pierce in this matchup, right? Except Portal Fracture might have the Wanderlust upside, which does come into play relatively often, but not often. Like, the main reason I'd be using the main thing I'd be using counter spells for is for these counter spell battles, and oh, they have the Moon Rises. That's going to be annoying because that also puts a clock on me. Anyways, yeah, I guess Portal Fracture is mostly worse than just Spell Pierce in this matchup. What else do I take out? Do I take out RFE was really good that game. Pale Weaver is slightly. I mean, they can't really threaten Pale Weaver that well. Do I still take out a copy just because I bring in a lot more? I could take out a copy of Burn Sanctuary because like they hardly ever answer that. And the second copy is kind of useless. Nah, I'll just trim on the Alexas. Yeah, especially since they're definitely going to bring in like they have 4 copies of Grave Hate, so they could just snipe the Burning Ups in my graveyard, and Alexa becomes a lot worse. Liminality is still useful even in that scenario, but Alexa is a lot worse. Yeah, okay. And I don't really like Grave Hate doesn't stop my deck as much because I have the ability to just turbo out. I have the ability to turbo out so many lands. Do I need to mulligan for turn 1 count for Cosmic Sinkhole? Because like if I keep this hand, they could just go turn 2. They could Cosmic me, and that would be pretty bad for me, wouldn't it? And also, like this is 3 basics out of my deck already, or that's already 1 forest out of my deck. This hand's like good enough. I'll keep. Watch me end up regretting this keep really badly because I really need. Okay, well they have Exit Heist on 1. That's another forest out of my deck. That's annoying. I mean I do need double blue. I need double red. I don't really need double green. So I guess this will fetch. This will fetch blue. Yeah, and I'll try to find my second red source later on. Embodied Soul. Yeah, that's annoying. If they have Cosmic, they're keeping up Cosmic, aren't they? Okay, well, I think I do have to jam. Oh, well, that's a lot of lands. Yeah, I do have to jam Exhaustive Harvest here because not jamming would. No, actually, it's fine. Not jamming, I can just end up turning Loser Mind. I think that's actually better here. Yeah, okay. I won't play Cosmic Sinkhole then. And Loser Mind can pitch. I can't actually. So the weird thing with this deck is that you can't actually afford to pitch any of your mana-producing lands because you do run out of fetchables quite quickly, or at least you run out of fetchables in the game in a way that like it actually matters. So I think I'm actually supposed to be pitching Wayfish. Oh well, I can't stop that. But on the bright side, this thing entered and did absolutely nothing. So, or the first chapter did absolutely nothing. So there's that at least. And I do get to RFE for free. I mean, this can fetch my Dominion later on, so I should be pitching Wayfarer Shrine here. Yeah. RFE is the best thing to be doing here, right? I can RFE Legion Bounty, or I RFE and then see what 1-drops I find. Because if I find Spell Pierce out, well, I didn't find Spell Pierce, so then I guess I just go at Legion Bounty. Or I could go Dominion. Well, no, I Legion Bounty and find a red source, or find Legion Bounty, grab Mountain. Well, I milled over one of my lands, which milled over Crystal Caverns, which isn't great because I would prefer to have Crystal Caverns in my deck to fetch because that's like one of the better dual lands because it makes red. Like I need lots of red sources in the late game. I don't think I built the mana base in this deck super well, in all honesty. I think one of the Burning Ups is going to have to kill the Soldier because that thing is starting to grow out of control. I do have Forbidden Treasure, so at least or I also have Mysterious Cataract, so Exhaustive Harvest can gain me life. Or no, they're just tapping out. Well, yeah, okay, fine, that happens. Oh, they're also swinging with Embodied Soul. This is whacking. Okay, this is actually hitting me for an absolute ton. Enough where like I'm actually scared. Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. Oh wait, this is out of range of Burning Up now. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, it's not attacking? Huh. Okay, but yeah, the Soldier. What's my out? I need to hold up Burning Ups from now on because. Okay, and then I also need to fetch. Okay, so for Recall Forgotten Aeons, I don't think I have time to do Exhaustive Harvesting. And no, the swing turn is going to be Exhaustive Hospitality double or Hospitality copy Exhaustive Harvest because then that gains me a bunch of life, and I hope that's enough to deal with these guys. So then the Burning Up is going towards Embodied Soul, and I hope that's the thing that eats a counter spell. Yeah, that's a second Hospitality. Huh? Can I afford to play this untap? Or I can go up to 7 mana next turn. Is 7 mana a break point? Is the 7 mana break point really important? Okay, yeah, I can play this. Play this untapped. I can fetch if I play this untapped, I can fetch either the off color's Dominion. Okay, I need to play this untapped so that burning up can actually kill the embodied soul by doing a by fetching for the off color Dominion. Oh wait, the soldier just dies here. Do I need to kill the soldier now? Like that does add. Well, no, embodied soul is more important to kill right now. Yeah, I'll let this happen. No, they get to search up. They get to fetch up something off the wealth of. Well, no, this thing also dies. So, like, some enchantments die, and then hopefully, I'll be able. Oh, okay. I need to actually lose life off that thing too. Yeah, that search happens. Wait, they can grab Curse of Doubt, which would be annoying to play around because none of my counters work against it, or none of my Forbidden Treasure doesn't work against it. I can still get around them with having enough mana, but destroy target ARF. Interesting thing to fetch, but okay, well that happens. Oh, this blows up Hospitality. That's what it's for. And they definitely have enough to count for a counter spell here. I have 2 Hospitalities, so I could like just jam one of the Hospitalities and then. Well, like I really need to get Embodied Soul off the board, right? And doing that also reduces. So like they counter me. I untap Hospitality. They're tapped. They can't blow up Hospitality right away anymore. So I can untap Exhaustive Harvest. Okay, that's my plan now. Grab Majestic Dominion and then try to burning up the Embodied Soul. Get them to use the counter spell. Oh, Cosmic. Oh, that's not the counter spell I wanted to see. So they're still not tapped out of their other counter spell now, so which is problematic for me because well, that's a lot of Exhaustive Harvest at least. Okay, so the question here is, so Jam Hospitality or Jam Hospitality get countered. I just lose if that happens. I don't have the chance to Jam Hospitality either. I can do double Exhaustive Harvest right now. That at least makes me survive until the next turn. Actually, wait, do I have Ancient enabled right now? Yes, I have Ancient, but like I could exhaust. I can do Exhaustive Harvest all 3 modes, which ramps me too. At the cost of playing we're playing the Fatigue on top of my deck. I mean, I can do like ramp once and then search for the other one. And then that guarantees that I have at least something. That my draw is live for next turn and I have a land drop for next turn. Don't I have. No, my thing got exiled. Okay, well, yeah, I just have to go for it. All modes. They let that happen. Oops. They let that happen. So I will put down Pristine Dominion and gain 4 life. The Fatigue into my deck. Do a second Exhaustive Harvest. Search plus life because I don't need to ramp right now. Or I might not have a land drop for next turn anyways, so no point in playing getting the land out right now. Or wait, why did I'm saving the last Exhaustive Harvest for the Hospitality turn. I guess that's what I'm doing. Okay, so then I grab. Okay, how are my sources going? I need to grab all of the red sources I can find, right? Because like Hospitality is just very red heavy. On the Hospitality turn, I need a lot of red. Okay, well, whatever. I guess that Fatigue goes to exile or whatever. Yeah, they could just kill me here if they have what they have. Something. Okay, sure. Actually, there was like a chance they didn't actually have it, so then I could have just gone Hospitality Exhaustive Harvest, which would have been slightly more mana efficient at the risk of just dying really hard to counter spells. I mean, it also means that the wick gets used up, but that's like not that relevant right now. Yeah, Hellweaver. That's not useful right now. I mean, technically it could be useful if I actually had good burning up turns, but I don't. Maybe I should have just burning up the token while I had the chance to. Honestly, they probably drew into the Cosmic Sinkhole. Well, now I just have to. Okay, so I just have to resolve Hospitality and then jam Exhaustive Harvest and hope I survive. I guess. Yeah, that's my plan now. And they can blow it up in response to that, but at least I get one thing off. Resolves. Okay, Exhaustive Harvest. Is it? No, I still don't survive after this. What do I? Search plus life. Do I care about anything like? Oh yeah, I have to search plus life. I could do all 4 modes. Does it matter if I do all 4 modes at this point? Not really, right? It lets me ramp like pretty hard. Sure, I'll go for it. Wait, no, I'm out of. Okay, well, turns out I'm actually just completely out of stuff now. So that was actually just that was a complete mistake. Or I mean, it technically ramped me by 1. I guess that's like worth something. It does like shuffle away the other one. No, Hospitality. Wait, at 9? Okay, sure. there really isn't a point in... Yeah, okay, just pass here. I mean, I have a bunch of mana, so if I just die to attackers next turn, so it doesn't matter. Alright, that gets answered. Okay, and there's like absolutely no outs for me, so I'll just end it now. So yeah, that was not good. I still need Forbidden Treasure, right? Just because like if I can tag anti-magic formula with Forbidden Treasure, it's really good. Well, no, it's like too low upside. I'll bring back one of the Portal Fractures, or maybe I just do this because like Spellweaver is still useful, but it's just really hard to make use of it. Forbidden Treasure is only good against anti-magic formula. I guess that's I mean, having a hard counter against anti-magic formula is somewhat useful, so I guess I do keep it in and hope that, and then I just have to hope it lines up against the right spell. Yeah, alright, at least I'm on the play this time, so maybe if I get opening hand, this hand's reasonable. Yeah, I'll keep this, even though it doesn't have counter spells. And also, I will be taking a lot of damage, because I need to set for turn 2 Lose Your Mind, or I need to curve Elysian Bounty into Lose Your Mind, which means that I actually need to fetch off color, or I need to fetch Painland here, which is not great, but hopefully I go down to 15 off all my fetches, and I hope that life doesn't matter too much this game. Yeah, I guess that's what I have to do. Watch me somehow mill over my Dominions with Bounty. That would really suck. Actually, should I be fetching my blue sources? Yeah, I should be fetching blue here actually, because no, I fetch blue. This thing grabs red. Yes, that seems correct. Grab 15 Glade. I have to lose 1 for that. Do this. Grab Mountain. 1, 2, 3. Okay, didn't mill anything important at least. I milled over 1 land. That's something, I guess. Okay, they're going to do turn 1 Exquisite Heist. I ended up top decking Rampant Summit anyways, so I could have. Well, no, I couldn't have. Alright, so do this. Pass turn. End of turn, Lose Your Mind. Pitch one of the Mysterious Cataracts. I guess the last Mysterious Cataract fetches blue. And then I have to find my domain or Dominion, my off-color Dominion some other way. Okay, are they going to counter this? Nope. Oh. Okay, I have Spell Pierce. Do I want to wait a turn on Recall Forgotten Aeons? Is that ever correct? I don't think it is. Well, no, I mean, if they're playing Waltz on Nimbus, I can Spell Pierce that. But like, it's just, I need to fetch a basic anyway, so I can't make use of using this turn to fetch my Dominion. I mean, I could wait on the basic. I could play this, so that saves me 2 life in the long run. Is that worth it for running Recall into... Okay, so like, what's the most scary thing they can do on turn? Oh yeah, the moon rises. If they do that, I think I actually do Spell Pierce that, because my graveyard's pretty good right now. No, my graveyard's not important enough. But the problem is that if they get moon rises on board, they put me on a clock. Actually, I'm pretty close to getting Hospitality online, or getting Ancient online. Yeah, I will wait on the RFE. I mean, this also means that if they moon rises me, it doesn't hit my RFE. Okay, they will fetch. Are they doing anything? No, they're using this opportunity to fetch Aerie Speller. Unfortunately, I don't play a Lumbering Hillock, even though maybe I should be playing Lumbering Hillock in this deck. Although this thing is, the reason I don't play Lumbering Hillock is because I figured that I probably had better things to be spending my mana on, because this deck does tend to get a lot of cards into the hand in the late game, so you usually don't need extra things to spend mana on, like with Lumbering Hillock, but maybe that's worth it anyways. Wait for a shrine. Actually, I could. This lets me keep Mysterious Carac uncracked until later on, which is useful for me because I don't really want to crack it right now. Yeah, so I'll just fetch now for Island, and then jam RFE and see how my opponent responds to that. If they try to Cosmic me, I will Spell Pierce back. If they try to Moonrise me, I guess I actually have enough to Spell Pierce back with Curse of Doubt. I have to Spell Pierce back that thing. Okay, so like the thing here is, if they have Cosmic plus, if they have New Moon Rises plus Cosmic, that's really bad for me. Do I really want to Spell Pierce that? Like, that's such a low value Spell Pierce target. And if they have Cosmic, I get completely blown out. I mean, like, I don't have to do anything right now, right? But like, being able to do something right now would be really nice. How hard am I playing around New Moon Rises? Well, they haven't jammed it yet, so that's something at least. Yeah, I don't want to risk Cosmic hitting something important, so I will pass this, and then if they have New Moon Rises plus Cosmic, this does actually play around anything, because if they have Cosmic, so doing this only plays around the case where they have Cosmic, but not New Moon Rises. Well, at least I get to set up an end of turn Lose Your Mind for next turn, which could be useful. And I will be fetching my off color now, even though, well, no, I actually do have enough of my colors right now. I will use this opportunity to fetch out my off-color Dominion. Oh, another RFE. That makes things a lot easier. Right? Do I just jam RFE number 2? If they new moon me on this board state, that's like really bad for me. But then lose your mind means I have to pitch from the burning ups, which is also really bad. I mean, I could lose your mind pitching one. I have 4 copies of burning up. It's not the worst thing in the world to pitch one of them, and I can get back any. It also means that Liminality and Alexa are alive to getting back burning ups. I guess that's like not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I'll wait on stuff. I'll do end of turn lose your mind. Oh wait, this. Yeah, the problem here is that they actually draw 3 cards, so they're like way more likely to actually have an answer now. And if they try to New Moon Rises me, I guess I do just get to lose your mind in response. And if they have a counter spell for that, then at least that eats the counter spell, and then I get to untap an RFE next turn. Wick, that's annoying, but I mean I can't prevent that from happening, so that is going to be a problem until it gets answered, which could possibly involve just I need to blow up eventually. I need to find some way of blowing it up before I land my hospitality, or I find my second hospitality, one or the other. Okay, yeah, let's see if you counter this. Oh, they get to use Cosmic really efficiently. Yeah, that's not good. Exhaustive Harvest. I mean, okay, so right now I just jam RFE and then Spell Pierce, and their anti-magic, whatever. I did not find a land off the top. That is very unfortunate. I need to jam Exhaustive Harvest, but I don't have. Okay, so I should have just harvested in order to set up for RFE. Well, now I'm in a lot of trouble because if I tap out here, okay, so I can end up turn lose your mind still. I think I'll just I'll just try to do the end of turn lose your mind, and if they do anything scary, I'll just spell pierce it instead. They have more mana than me because I haven't been hitting my lands. That's just really unfortunate. Waltz, that's fine. Waltz resolves without hitting anything. I'll try to jam lose your mind. They are going to counter this. It seems like dispel. Okay, sure. Why do I keep this? Like, why am I not hitting lands? Well, I guess I have to. Okay, so search plus land. I need to use this to actually find me my lands. In fact, I probably should have just done this last turn instead of RFEing, but it's lesson learned, I guess. Anyways, what do I need more of? Red or blue? I need double blue right now, but I do have double blue already. So do I need triple blue? Surely not. So I guess I just grab rampant. Oh, I don't have any rampant summits left. Okay, I grab Lust Oasis because that's the one that I have left, and I will burning up their. Okay, they got their guy now. Yeah, I think I need to kill it. If I don't kill it, oh, are they enemy Ares Pillar? Oh, they have a second Waltz. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well that means I definitely need to kill the first one because it's going to grow really big soon, and that's going to be very. Hell is that a 5? Oh, okay. They flash. They can curse without me. That would be really, really bad if I. Well, I mean, I'm not doing anything else with my mana now, so I guess I'll just do this. If they have Curse of Doubt, then they just completely get me. They don't? Okay, good. Wait, why did it not count? Because I don't have enough. Or my counters won't actually counter the thing it needs. I'm still whiffing on lands. How? I'm at 6 land. I guess I do end of turn lose your mind. Okay, well, at least burning up answers their other guy. But then I'm already down 3 burning ups, so I don't know how I'm going to win this game. I guess like with a big enough Recall Forgotten Aeon's army, maybe that gets there. They're probably just going to grab the other. Anyways, I should just kill this now. So yeah, Spell Pierces kind of suck when you get into this board state where your opponent has more lands than you do because you're not hitting your lands as a ramp deck. And Baito, yep. Can't stop that. Like if I had Portal Factor here, I could have actually stopped this, but I can't stop this, so that's going to be a problem. Maybe hopefully it doesn't grow too big too fast. Wait, I can't even end up here and lose your mind because I tapped out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't plan out my turn super well. Okay, can I hit my lands, please? No, but I can't hit a Panya for some reason. I can do end of turn lose your mind plus Panya, and at this point I kind of just have to take it in the face. So turns out I got a bunch of counter spells stuck in hand, and that's why I lost. I drew a bunch of counter spells instead of lands. I boarded into Spell Pierces out of Portal Fracture, and then I ended up drawing all my Portal Fractures when I ended up drawing all my Spell Pierces while my opponent got ahead in lands because I got mana screwed. So certainly not ideal. Oh, they found it. Okay. Yeah. Guess they're hard casting it. Actually, I can't fight over this, right? Okay, I can Spell Pierce it. I can Spell Pierce it twice. Is that worth it? No, I should just try to draw cards. If they want to counter this, then they can. Oh, they just spell it. I can't Spell Pierce that and force them to pay 2 more mana into it. That doesn't do anything for me. Okay. So seriously, where's all my Bring to Harmonies? I bought. I have 3. I mean, I only have 3 copies of those guys in my deck. And at this point, I don't think any of those are actually good enough to get me anywhere. Crystal Cavern. Okay, see, now I'm drawing land. Oh wait, I forgot to end step Panya. I guess they don't have counter spells right now. Well, I definitely hope they don't, because otherwise this will look really embarrassing. But I kind of have to do this. What? Actually, I'm at 7. So like, if I hit 8 lands, it doesn't actually get me anywhere. Okay, do they have a counter for? Or no wait, do I? Oasis Mountain Shifting Glade, Crystal. Actually, I can tap like this. Yeah. Anti-magic formula. That doesn't stop it because Spell Pierce is useless against. And they're going to activate Dauntless Defense again. I've had F6 this. Maybe I just didn't use up my. Yeah, maybe I should have used up my Spell Pierce as my. Definitely should have used up my Spell Pierce as well. I had the chances to. I was playing too scared. That's really the main reason why I'm having trouble in these matchups. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be able to I'm supposed to be the aggressor here because my deck has a combo finish and my opponent's deck doesn't. And the way I win is by ramping harder than they do and then assembling my combo finish like in game 1. But in this game I kind of just didn't do that, so oh hey, Elysian Bounty. I might as well play it. Yeah, might as well play it. Maybe it mills me into something useful. What do I have left? I have Island Mountain. I have enough blue sources, I think. I'll grab the mountain. Oh, hey, Recall Forgotten Aeons. I think I just jam it. Yeah, I just jam it right now. I can't. I don't have enough. Well, whatever. I just jam it. Yeah, I just jam it. Maybe they're out of counter spells. Seems like the answer is no. Okay, cool. Yep. That is not good for me. I mean, Spell Pierce wouldn't have stopped that anyways because they have too much mana for Spell Pierce to do anything. But hey, Altesian Hospitality is live now. And they're going to start swinging with this. Come on. Oh wait, this actually does have, like, that's something going for it. I mean, they only have 1 card in hand. It's probably a counterspell because they spent the last however many turns scrying. But like, the thing here is, can I get Hospitality to copy upon your turn? Sort of, like, there is a way to do it. It's not, I mean, like, if they want to play not to lose, which they can do at this moment, then they're probably holding counter spells, and they're probably scrying towards counter spells, because that's the only thing that hurts me. But like, I can Panya and then Hospitality, or Hospitality Panya. No, the mana doesn't work out. Okay, just Panya tail. I'll just have to Panya tail then, because there's like actually no other else here. But like maybe they are out of counter spells. Oh, yeah, they are out of counter spells. So this actually does let me. This gives me like a very slight chance of mounting a comeback, but that's not the draw I needed for that to happen. So that's unfortunate. I wonder if that means I should have waited on the Recall Forgotten Aeons. Like, it's not like those things would have helped. Then that would be one less thing going towards that. Yeah, I have nothing to spend my mana on. Oh, Lumbering Hillock would have been nice right now. Or no, Lumbering Hillock is useless against a body, so plus Dauntless Fence. Playing out Hospitality only just gets me killed. I do want lands at this point. Do I have lands left in my deck? Yes, I do. I have islands to fetch. Okay, they're going to keep activating Dauntless Fence. I also remember Fungal Swath being in the original sideboard of this deck. I kind of wish I still have Fungal Swath because that would have been pretty good here. Because then that blows up like some parts of their board. But yeah, I got all these useless counter spells. I didn't use my counter spells early when I had the chance to, and now I'm really suffering for it. And they're stringing with that guy again. Like, is there any point in keeping around Panya? I could probably like maybe chumps of 5/5. Which makes it slightly more useful than just keeping around like that. Come on, Forbidden Treasure, you're completely useless. Why am I drawing counter spells at this point? See how many art I've already used up. I've already used up 3 RFEs and 2 Lose Your Mind, so I actually don't have that many. Oh, they're just milling me now. Wait, why are they milling me? This benefits me. Wait, that's the ring con, I guess. Well, now I get to do end of turn Lose Your Mind, which I have 1 more copy of Burning Up. Or actually, I guess I do the Lose Your Mind right now. Wait, do I have any? No, Wayfarer Shrine is useless now. Should have fetched before. I thought before the mills. Well, whatever. Pitching a useless Spell Pierce. That's useless still. Well, I mean, I still have. Okay, so I still have Alexa in this deck, right? Yeah, so I haven't drawn any Alexas yet. Okay, swing with Embodied Soul again. Apparently now I draw all my Exhaustive Harvests. to mock me for when I should have used them instead of RFE earlier. Is there anything I could do here? I can exhaustive harvest to not die. That's at least useful for something. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Do I have anything? Oh wait, I still have Pristine Dominion. Huh, didn't realize I still had that in my deck. And I actually still also have 1 forest left. I don't really care about mill. Like, at this point, if they mill me out, they milled me out. Somehow I didn't draw my... Okay, so I have 1 burning up, 2 Alexa, cause Liminality. You know, if I actually get Liminality into... Well, they're at 34, so, or 38, so it doesn't matter at this point either, but... And they probably have counter spells at this point too, so it doesn't matter, but, like, still. This actually could have worked out somewhat. They just sink all the mana into milling me with Curse of Doubt, I guess. And then I hope to draw into Alexa or something. Well, there's 1 Alexa gone. And I still have Liminality and Alexa left in the deck. Still have Lose Your Mind somehow. And there's a Bring to Harmony. And okay, there's also Collapse of Pillars, so there goes all my destruction. Second Wick, so that there's no way Hospitality ever survives anything now. And they're going to go on the offense with Embodied Soul. I mean, I'm getting milled out before this thing ever kills me, so it doesn't matter. So I'm not sure why I did all these exhaustive harvests, but whatever. No, I didn't have any Lose Your Mind left. Oh hey, burning up Hospitality, like that would have actually worked, would have actually done something if I actually had anything to work with. Did Forbidden Trader just not tag, it completely failed to tag the thing it wanted to tag? How long did I have this in hand for? Not that long, actually. I remember just being stuck with Cosmic and Spell Pierce in hand for a bit, so I don't think there wasn't a time I could have lined this thing up against an anti-magic formula. I mean, I almost got there, but whatever. So they can always kill me with double Curse of Doubt, so they got me. Yeah, this deck is not, or no, I'm just playing this deck really horribly. Let's see. I'm waiting for replays. There we go. So in game 3, so what? Curse of Doubt. Yeah, they did not have a counter spell, or they did not have a Cosmic Synchro, so why did I not spell? I was just playing way too scared of stuff. Okay, and then what? They just played that and passed turn, like, yeah. And I had, wait, did I just, like, not play out RFEs? Or I was planning to do end of turn, Lose Your Mind, right? Did I not do the end of, wait, what happened this turn? So, okay, so my plan was end of turn, Lose Your Mind. One plays Wake Up the Third, right? And then pass it, okay, I did Lose Your Mind, and it does get countered. And then I tried to jam RFE, and it makes it through, but then I don't draw any. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. And then I just did not jam Exhaustive Harvest because I was trying to keep up Spell Pierce. Yeah, the problem here is that I was just trying to keep up Spell Pierce the entire game, and then it just became useless. The lesson here is don't try to keep up Spell Pierce, and also don't sound Spell Pierce like it's a hard counter. If you're going to be keeping up Spell Pierce, then you need to be also doing something else alongside it, so that your opponent has to spend mana to deal with your thing, and then Spell Pierce might be able to snipe the thing. Or like your opponent tries to tap down to do something, and then you do your thing, and then they have to tap down more to answer it, and then Spell Pierce actually manages to snipe something. Because if you're not presenting any threats, then the opponent can just play out their thing without tapping down all their mana, and then Spell Pierce becomes useless. Like on this turn, if I just Spell Pierce their Curse of Doubt, then I get to draw some cards, or assuming I draw into RFE and whatever, and then I get to put down Rampant Summit on the turn afterward. I mean, I put down Rampant Summit, and then so burning up is still only dealing 3 damage, but I tap with 5 lands. Assuming I don't draw any more lands. I RFE on the turn afterwards, and then I still, like, I would have been in a much better spot. And also on this turn, maybe I should have. Okay, so like if I went Exhaustive Harvest, keep it burning up, and Spell Pierce. I mean, that's not great, but that's much better than RFE and whiffing, right? But RFE also just digs down, so maybe that's why I wanted to do that. I mean, after I used up 2 burning ups for no good reason, or after they forced me to use 2 burning ups, like the game was kind of over by then. Yeah, and then they can just scry into a counter spell every single turn, and at that point it's kind of whatever. Well, anyways, did anything happen in game 2? I think I just kept a really bad starting hand. So like Lose Your Mind, jam RFE, all that was correct, or at least none of those plays were out of line. Opponent plays Dauntless Vent and jams Moonrises, and now they're smacking me. So what should the play have been this turn? I mean, they are out of gas. No, it just this thing goes off and then they draw a million cards. So what I should have done was, okay, so play this No, I had the option. I can go RFE. Yeah, I had the option to RFE there, and I did make that play. Okay, so then they did the search with Waltz, Wick. What was the problem here? I tried to burning up the embodied soul. I mean, that wasn't that. I got Cosmic Synco. That's what happened. And if they didn't have, or no, did they have Cosmic Synco in? Okay, they top deck Cosmic Synco off their draws. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay, so. Yeah, I was too focused on killing the embodied soul. Like, I should have just killed this thing in response or to this thing going away. Then at least that thing dies. If that happens, then yeah, I still have embodied soul to deal with, but at least I'm not getting clocked for 6 that turn. At least it improves my survivability by a lot. So yeah, like right now I'll kill that. So then then they still smack me for 4. And then they still have Cosmic Synco up, I guess. Or I mean they had a second Cosmic in hand, so it doesn't matter, but then that means I get to what? I'm at like I get to live for one more turn than usual or than before. Well, no, since this thing was still around for a few turns, that's like actually a pretty big reduction in damage. So then that means I get the time to Exhaustive Harvest or something. I go Exhaustive Harvest, ramp really hard. Then this guy doesn't like I only get whacked for 4 there instead of a million. So I'm still like somewhere at 8 life, or I'm still comfortably at 8. Or how much? I was at 13 before, so like they whacked me for 4. I'm down to 9. I double Exhaustive Harvest, go up to 17. They whacked me down to 13. Like I'm still a very healthy life total if that happened. And the extra Cosmic Synco can be played around. But like yeah, now if I was in that board state, then here since they aren't threatening lethal, I actually have a chance to go try to cast Recall. It still gets countered, but that's better than nothing. Or actually, no, did I already play a land for this turn? I did. So does it matter? Or did I forget to play the land for that turn? So like yeah, I could have. I just completely forgot to play a land for the turn, I guess. Or I was either that or I was trying to do no, I just completely forgot. Okay, I didn't forget, but why did I do that? Okay, so but like I could have gone. Yeah, I could have gone land for turn RFE. They tried to anti-magic formula me. I get to Forbidden Treasure that, and now I finally got my Forbidden Treasure to line up against the thing I want it to exile. And I get to see the Cosmic Syncles, and RP resolves, and then yeah, the game goes on from there, and I'm in a much better spot than before. I mean, I'm still not super favored because they got this Wick sitting out here, so that means I can't combo off with Hospitality in any way. I would certainly have a better chance than whatever happened here. Okay, so then they're still clocking me with Embodied, so I only get to survive for 3 turns. I mean, okay, so maybe the turn after that. They whack me down to 8. I have the chance to go and Hospitality copy Exhaustive Harvest. Or I mean, I could go Pale Weaver, bring back Burning Up. Yeah, they're like a pretty out of range though. Yeah, no good ways around it. Or I mean, there was a way around it, but I didn't play to. I just waited for too long. I wasn't assertive enough in my plays, basically. Yeah, and this game. No, the only reason this game worked out so well for me was because I was turbo ramping early for one. Like yeah, this is extremely rampy. Alright, yeah, I also got Burn Sanctuary out somewhat early. I got a double of RFE draw, and then I got Burn Sanctuary, which meant that I could keep playing lands, like keeping my land drops. So then I just managed to build up a massive amount of land over my opponent, and then once we actually got to the counterspell war, I could win that. You know. Oh, they died because they had all Cosmic Syncos stuck in hand and creature removal. Yeah, okay. That's exactly what happened to me in game 3. That's unfortunate for them. But yeah, so the only reason I won this game was because my opponent was forced to be passive, so it gave me time to just keep building up a board until I just end up winning. Yeah. All right, it works out better for me in my next 2 games. I'm not good at playing these control matchups because I'm just way too. I just tried to play around everything and get way too scared and never like jam stuff, or I jam stuff. Basically, the problem is that early on in the game, I'm playing way too scared, and I try to play around everything and not jam stuff, but then it doesn't work out for me. So once I fall behind, I get frustrated and try to jam and try to keep jamming stuff, and then that's when it doesn't work out for me. And although at that point I probably already lost because I was playing too passively early, so even jamming, like no matter if I wait or jam stuff, it doesn't even matter because my opponent already won the game basically. So yeah.